Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing a layout in my 6x6 DIY mini album. And I did create this album after combining 4 different SCT sampler kits. If you would like to see that video, I'll go ahead and link it down below in the description box. I will also link the products that I used today down in the description box as well. So right now I am gonna go through my album, and you will notice that the shirt that I'm wearing in this photo is blue, and there isn't any blue in this album, so I am considering the black and white backgrounds for this photo. And here I'll go ahead and use this stripe pattern paper, and I believe this is from the new Heidi Swapp Color Fresh collection. And this is one of the things I love about this album, with it having the binding of those 3 rings, is that I can remove the pages, work on it, and then add it back to the album afterwards. So I will be working on 2 pages today, the one that I'm starting right now and the one right next to it, which I'll get to right after. And here I'm just grabbing all of the items from those 4 kits that I have in this iris container, and I'll go ahead and get started. So I went ahead and chose these 3 cards to add behind my photo, but first I will add some stamping on my background. Now to add my stamping, I will be using 2 different colored inks, and these are Archival ink pads. And I will go ahead and list the exact colors I used down below in the description box. Now afterwards, I will go ahead and clean off the corner part of the stamp because I just wanted the vines to extend a bit more. And I will ink up the vines only and stamp once again. So here I'll go ahead and add my title, and it will say Mom, Nana, and Daughter, and that's 3 things that I am. So I figure why not use those words on this layout. But as you can see, the words pretty much faded into the background. So I will go ahead and highlight those words using some ink pads. I did pull out this cornflower blue, but it was a bit too light. So afterwards, I will grab a brighter, darker blue instead to add it to those words. But I will add that cornflower blue to all of them, because once I add the other color, I did not want one to have a different shade, seeing that the cornflower was already on it and the other 2 look different. So I will add the cornflower to all 3 and then go ahead and add that darker color as well. So I really love the color on those words, and I am happy that I'm able to use them up. But my background was just standing out a bit too much. Those stripes were a bit too dark behind everything else. So I am using some white gesso to tone down my background. And my page is curling up, but once it's dry, it will lay flat. And now I'm going to add back those words to my background and begin embellishing my layout. So here I am adding some florals from the Whimsical collection to the lower left, and I will add another to the top right as well. I will also grab a label from my stash and add it to the top with the word memory stamped on it. And I am going to be out of frame for just a bit when I'm stamping. And next up, I will begin working on the other side of my layout, that right page. Now, the florals where I'm adding it right now, I will eventually move it around later on in this process. And right now I am reinforcing my adhesive using some liquid adhesive instead of just my tape runner, which is necessary when you do any mixed media and you especially have gesso on your background or even acrylic paint. You do need to have some strong adhesive to hold your other elements on the page. So here I'm working with this pattern paper. It says love all over it. And I did grab this journaling card that came with one of the kits, and I'm inking up the edges with that same ink pad that I used on those words. And that will go ahead and tie both pages in together. Next up, I will color in some of the florals on that card. And I am using some gel pens, but I really did not like how it turned out, especially after adding the green leaf. I think I accidentally added that neon green, and it just did not work. Now I am adding some florals, and this is from the Whimsical collection, and these are some die cuts that I had in my stash. I added some to cover up that floral at the front of the card where I did not like how the gel pens, the colors turned out. So I covered that up and I propped my card up on some foam tape, and I will add some florals to the bottom of that card as well. So here you can see I added a bigger cluster of florals to the bottom left of my photo. And the cluster that was there from before, I added it to the top left instead. I also added some thin washi to the top of the left page and a strip along the bottom of the right page. Right now I'm just adding some enamel shapes, and these are from the Whimsical collection. They are from my stash. These did not come with those kits. And next up I will add some black splatters as well as 2 word phrases from the Tim Holtz booklet. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Stick around. I will give you guys a close-up look in just a few moments. I will also have some still shots at the end of this video. And if you enjoy the process, don't forget, give me a thumbs up before you leave today. And if you are new to my channel, I hope you take a look around. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and until my next video, bye.